Hey guys, welcome back to the Chaos Club. This will be episode 6 of my Turbo LS 4-wheel drive Hilux build. This episode I'll go over the fuel system, exhaust, belts and wire it up. I also attempt a first start up, so you'll have to see what happens there. Got the engine bay, or engine sitting in there, drive line in. So welcome back, or welcome. For those of you that have been here before, you'll notice it's a bit different format. The main reason for that is my GoPro decided to die. Still trying to work out how far I want to go with all this. If you want to see any more, you got to show me some love and I'll upgrade a few things and keep moving from there. Anyone that hasn't been here before, I'm building a turbocharged LS swapped 4x4 Hilux. It's a 97 model, automatic. It's going to be interesting. So starting off with the motor and gearbox swap. So from then on we'll move on to diffs, 4 links and whatever else breaks straight after that. So last episode I did the manifolds, so you can watch all of that. Bit of fabrication there for all the hot side. Got all them mounted up now. Started off sorting out the water pump. So yeah, you can have a look and I'll show you what I've done there. So I'm hoping I'm on the right track with this. It's a LS3 water pump, and they got the short front on it. I think it's the same as the LS2, instead of the big bell that the LS1's got. So it's going to give me more clearance to possibly get thermo fans in between the radiator and the water pump. But I've got an LS1 balancer on it, so I've made up some water pump spaces. You can buy them, I think, online. I've just made some up. They're 10mm aluminium, then it takes an extra gasket on there, and that's going to get me the belt on just enough. I've got a Marks adapter's alternator, high mount alternator in there, but to get all that on, because I've spaced that out that distance, I've had to machine the I've milled that same thickness off the tensioner to get all that back in line again. So hopefully that works. So I put my Marks adapter's high mount alternator bracket on there, tensioner. Found a belt that was the right length, but there's not enough belt wrap there on the water pump, so there's not a lot of tension on that. So I've just got another pulley from Repco, just the same as the one on the tensioner. RPU 526. Just got some plate and some shaft. I'm going to machine up. I'm going to make up something to put another pulley just down here, so I can get a bit more wrap around the water pump and still clear all my pipe work. So I'll do that now. So I've just got me another idler pulley installed. Just cut that bracket out and machined up a spacer. So that'll give me a bit more belt wrap around the water pump. Just got to get a belt for that tomorrow. Probably next week now, since it's Saturday and I'm going riding tomorrow. Should do the job. So after I got the water pump and all that mounted up, I wired it all up. I won't bore you with the details of that because there's a million videos on wiring LSs on the internet, and probably better than I do. Pretty much you put ignition in the pinks and power into the orange, and don't forget the coil and injector actives. Ask me how I know that. But anyway, yeah, so wired it up and then built a box for the fuel system. And here it is. Got it all mounted up right beside the fuel tank. I bought a twin pump submerged surge tank just off eBay. It was $80. 2 supposedly genuine 044 pumps. Although I had a lot of dramas with things leaking and not being made very well, so I'm a bit skeptical. Got a Pierberg lift pump in the back. Turbo Smart FPR 800 reg, which is probably a bit small. Then it joins into dash 8 aluminium hardline along the chassis rail up to the front. Just machined up or milled up a manifold block for the boost reference. It's a hob switch on the top that'll run the second pump, and also gives the reference up to the regulator. Got bypass switches there so I can run the lift pump to fill the surge. Pump 1, pump 2. So I'll just check and make sure everything's working. Little indicator light there to tell me when it's on boost and working, which will be handy on the dyno. And yeah, it just runs up to the rails. Just joins back on the Teflon line. I've just welded a male AN8 bung under the rail and 1000cc expert injectors in there currently. They're, again, leftovers from the other build. So that's that. Okay, so after I finally get all my fuel leaks and everything sorted out, I think I'm pretty much ready to start it. I'm going through my laptop trying to find all the tunes from low blow from my VK and trying to remember which injectors I had in when, what fuel I was running, because it was always on, it was on E85 as long as it was boosted. So trying to find a tune that I could modify and work with to start off with. Injector data and all that took me a little bit of time. So first night was a bit of a fail. I just ended up with a mate in front of a fire drinking and talking crap, which was actually pretty good as well. And then the second night, I'll show you what happens. It definitely does not go to plan. I spend a fair bit of time cranking for oil pressure, which eventually it starts showing signs, so I think I'm good to go. Coil's back on, hit the key, and she fires up. Next thing I know, the whole shed's full of smoke. I'm looking at the smoke thinking it's not oil smoke and it's definitely not fuel smoke. So checked it out, had a bit of a think about it. Unfortunately, I still had a leaking injector up in the front. Look at the fuel that's on the manifold and it's diesel. What do you reckon? A bit of diesel in there still?
Just a little.
Whoops. Maybe when you're running the car in, tries to drain the diesel out of the tank properly. Thought I had, but something tells me I haven't. Whoops. So obviously I'd done a pretty terrible job of flushing out the fuel tank. I'm learning my lesson slowly. I had enough troubles with the last fuel tank that I played around with. So anyway, I decided to sort that out. Have a look at my plugs. So I haven't got a wideband or even O2s in this thing yet. So after my first startup, I'd better check the plugs and just see how that's running. And yeah, definitely the diesel content is a little bit too high. So got a pretty awesome misfire going on now, so I'll sort that out and try again. Runs. That was not good. So yeah. Anyway, that was a bit of a disaster. Set of plugs in the bin. Found another set of plugs that I had left over from the VK and whacked them in, played around with the tune again, and so yeah, I didn't have a radiator in it the first time, so it didn't run it for long. As you do, I just wanted to hear a bit of fire and get some excitement happening. So there you go, it does run. Squealing a bit with a belt alignment issue. It's got water pouring out everywhere because I've got to put the steam vents back into the top radiator hose. Yeah, next episode, I'm going to sort out the charge pipe, fabricate the world's most complicated cold side pipe. It's going to be all sorts of hassles. That'll be on the next episode, and then hopefully things will get a bit more exciting. Should be able to drive it, put a shifter in it soon and drive it, get some speed happening and see what happens, see what the first thing is to brake. I think I'm going to run a stopwatch and see how we go. But yeah, so stay tuned for the next episode. Like and subscribe, please. Let me know what you think. If you want me to keep making these, I'm going to do the jobs anyway, so it takes a lot more time filming it. But yeah, if you want to watch, let me know and I'll keep it up. Might even get a drone and get some good footage. So yeah, see you on the next one.